Okay, I'm going to show you how to create a bivariate map using a shapefile with SQL inside of QGIS. This is so ridiculously easy, it's going to take us a very short amount of time to do it. So I have here a shapefile of all the counties in the United States, and it has some health data in it. Now, again, as I said, this is not coming from Postgres or Oracle Spatial. It's a shapefile. So if I click here on virtual layers, we can look at the project layers, and sure enough, US Health is one of the layers. Now, the minute I do this, SQLite is going to take over. So we're not using Postgres, we're using SQLite and also Spatialite. So that's something that QGIS has built into it. So let's create an SQL window, and I'm going to enter a query here, and I'm going to select the geometry, the FIPS code, the percent diabetes, and the percent obesity. I could get the name and other things, but I'm not going to bother. But then the next thing is using the tile function. So I'm going to create 3 separate groupings over all the percent obesity, but I'm ordering it by percent obesity. So the lowest obesity values will be in the first grouping, the middle in the second, and the highest in the third. And I'm doing the same thing for percent diabetes, and I'm going to call that by mode. So I'm going to click on that, and we'll wait for it, and that's done. So you can see this first county is in the first grouping of diabetes and obesity, but if we scroll down a little bit, this county is in, let's go down a little bit further. This county is in the second grouping for obesity, but the third grouping for diabetes. So let's load that as a new layer, and I'm going to call that by mode layer. Why not? And we'll let that load. So now I have the by mode layer. So the thing I'm going to do now is right click, go to properties. Now I created a symbol library for bivariate mapping. So we'll just enter that here, and it's going to be ctemp bivariate 1. We'll load the style and apply it. And there is our bivariate map of obesity and diabetes. It took less than 2.5 minutes to show you that. Well, it's a virtual layer. Maybe I don't want to use obesity and diabetes. Maybe I want to look at percent physical inactivity. So I'm going to edit the virtual layer. So let's change this. So instead of percent diabetes, let's look at percent physical inactivity, PHY. And I can do the same thing here, PHY. And we'll add this. It says a layer already exists. You want to overwrite it? I'm going to say yes. And we can come in again. Actually, I'm going to rewrite this and come to my properties and our style. Let's load a style. We'll use the bivariate map. Let's load that up and apply it. And there is our bivariate map now of physical inactivity and obesity. Simple stuff, but really effective, and great job to the QGIS team that has built the DB Manager and allowed us to work with virtual layers as well as layers connected to databases.